Hello friends, in one of our previous video we have covered the IPO eligibility norms for the SME exchange and also the listing norms. Now in this video we will see how a company can prepare for the IPO on the SME exchange, listing on the SME exchange. So how the preparation starts, what is the procedures? So first of all, the company has to assess the requirement of the funds, how much funds the company require, why the funds are required, and after ascertaining the eligibility criteria and the funds requirement, the company convenes a board meeting and discusses the entire SME listing norms, eligibility norms, and also the requirement of the funds or issue of shares, the valuation approximately what it could be, and the objects for which these funds are required to be very specific. The board, after having considered all this, approves, gives the in principle approval for the IPO and authorizes the managing directors or certain officials to go ahead with the process. They appoint a merchant banker, which is in case of this SME IPO generally being single and sole, is called as the lead manager, which becomes an integral part of this entire IPO process, part of the team of this IPO. After having set up the tone, appointing the merchant bankers, the company or the board of company, even in the same meeting in which they approved the issue, decides the date of convening the annual general meeting or the extraordinary general meeting if it does not fall within the ambit or the time limit of annual general meeting, so as to get these resolutions passed and approved by the members. Getting the members' approval in consultation with the merchant banker, the company appoints certain other intermediaries which plays very important role in the entire IPO process. They appoint the underwriters, the market makers, the bankers to the issue, the printers for the issue stationery, the registrar and transfer agents, the PR agency for the issue. All these intermediaries are appointed in consultation with the merchant banker, and then the company approaches the stock exchange for giving in principle approval by filing the offer document. With it, the offer document before filing gets vetted by the legal advisors, merchant bankers, who after having verified that all the contents which are required in the offer documents have been included, files this with the stock exchange for its approval and simultaneously with the Security Exchange Board of India. The stock exchange verifies the application, the offer document, goes through in details every chapter. In case of the BSE SME exchange, they invite the promoters and the merchant bankers for a personal interview. They go for the physical verifications of the offices, the facilities of the company, whatever they find it appropriate, and after having satisfied about everything, they issue an in principle clearance for the listing, for the giving the permission for the company to come out with the IPO. After that, the company, in consultation again with the merchant bankers, files the approved offer document with the registrar of companies, ROC, for its final approval, which issues an acknowledgement by which this document becomes a prospectus, a final offer document, and immediately thereafter the company can open the issue. It has to advertise for the issue opening days, issue closing date, it has to inform it to the stock exchange. I think the minimum issue should be open for, should be number of 3 days, The maximum I feel is about 10 days. The issue can be remained open. These are the guidelines which are presently exist. It may change any time, and after that the issue opens, closes, the verifications are done that the entire subscription has come, the banker's report comes, and with registrar's report comes, and with all these documents the final papers are filed with the stock exchange for final approval of listing and also giving permission for trading. So this is the whole process of the IPO. Now if you talk about the time limit, let's look at the time schedule or the implementation schedule for the entire IPO process. So say T is the day on which you hold a board meeting, and since it is a closely held company with a shorter notice, you can hold AGM as early as 7 days, 10 days, but generally it is a 21 days notice, clear notice for the AGM, within which you can start other preparations. After having received the approval of the members, so T plus 21 or say 23, your offer document is half ready. You have to get the accounts audited from an auditor which at least has a for 1 year audit by an auditor which has a peer review certificate. You have to give 5 years restated financial statements. If the company's existence is less than 5 years from the date of the incorporation till the last audited, you have to have the accounts restated, and the gap between the last audited financials and the issue opening should not be more than 6 months. So if suppose your last audited financial accounts are 31st March 2015 and you intend opening your issue in November 2015, you have to get it again audited maybe as on 30th June 2015, so as to be within this 6 months limit. Now coming back to the offer document, there is another video which is available of mine where the entire contents of the offer has been explained. One can go through that video. I think with this guideline, friends, you being an SME or going to be intermediate to a SME or a assistance to the SME can definitely list your company on the SME stock exchange, provided your post issue capital do not exceed 25 crore. Thank you.